I am a nonprofit executive management professional with over 7 years of experience in the nonprofit sector. I've done everything from grant writing to programming outcomes to designing programs and outreach. I love working in the nonprofit field because I get a chance to help individuals to achieve their goals, and that's why I love this type of work. I would say my strength and my weakness is basically tied together. One of the things that I love to be is a team player. I love helping individuals to figure out things. I like to make sure that we can all work together to get a job done because I believe in basically the Avengers models. I think everyone has their own unique gifts and talents, and when we work together, we're able to get jobs done. Now, like I said, it was tied to my weakness because sometimes being a team player, I'm very good at a lot of different tasks, so individuals come to me to ask me questions. What I've learned to do to overcome that is that I try to see if they went through the steps of trying to figure it out themselves before they come to me. So if it's some things that they haven't done before they come to me for me to resolve their issue, I make sure that they go through all the steps, and if they can't figure it out at that point, I'll assist them with that problem and issue and help them overcome it. What comes to mind with that question is when I was Assistant Director of Admissions at Florida Atlantic University. I worked with a student to get them enrolled, and their mother was a very intricate part of that process. She got the paperwork in on time, she made sure everything was filled out, but once a student is basically fully matriculated into college, then they fall under FERPA, which is the Federal Education Rights and Privacy Act. So I could not share information with the mother at that point any longer until she signed a release. So one day I came to the front desk and I just kind of heard her going off on one of my staff members, and I basically pulled her to the side and I explained to her about the matriculation process, about FERPA, and what we could do to resolve the issue. Once I gave her the release form, I told her once you get this back to me and everything is signed, I'll be able to provide you that information. So she went through the process of filling out that form and she brought it back, and then from that point we were able to share information with her. I would say it has to be my academic advisor, Charlotte Dean. She was an academic advisor at the Indian River State College Mueller campus. I would wait in line for Charlotte to basically go through my classes, and she would tell me what social science was, what was an elective, and all these things. I switched my major a couple times because I just wasn't sure what I wanted to be when I grow up. But however, there came a time when I switched my major to criminal justice, and I got to the end of my degree, and this one credit class kept getting canceled on the weekend, so I couldn't take it, but I had all these other college credits. So I went to another academic advisor because Charlotte Dean wasn't there that day, and they ended up actually saying that I needed 7 classes to graduate with my associates. So what I did was I'm like, print out this my degree audit. So what ends up happening is the computer just automatically spits college classes in different segments, and so I saw where classes could be counted in other areas, so I just kind of drew a couple circles, like change this here, and you'll see that I'm missing 1 credit. The academic advisor looked at the paper and she was like, you know what, you're right. So I'm like, I know, and this class keeps canceling and I have all these other credits. Can I get someone to accept one of these other credits for this class? And what ended up happening is the dean of the criminal justice department ended up allowing me to substitute a credit, and I graduated. So that to say this, Charlotte was a major impact on my life because what ended up happening was when I moved down south to Fort Lauderdale area, I was able to get a job as an enrollment counselor, and from there, assistant director of admissions, and then a recruiter for FIT, and ultimately finding a career service department at a university. So I really found my passion from a dedicated employee that really loved their job and really loved helping people, and I kind of encapsulated a lot of her passion about the job and really moved forward in my career. And I made sure I made it my business to tell her that she really impacted my life, and because of the time that she spent with me, I'm able to pay that forward to other individuals who are looking for guidance, especially academic and career-wise. Well, I'm particularly interested in this job because I believe it aligns with a lot of my skill sets, but it still presents a new challenge for me. One of the things is I like challenge because it forces me to be a student, and when I have to learn and I have to do things that are outside of my comfort zone, I end up growing because I believe no one changes without challenge. And because I feel this job is challenging enough to actually present new barriers, new ideas, new things to me, I believe that I would be very good at it because I do have the core skill set to do those things, but some of the things won't be as familiar to me. So I'm just looking for opportunities to really grow and expand and stretch myself as a professional and as a person. I look forward to the challenge of doing this position.